Hello and welcome to video number 4 in the Vincent Lyon campaign during the pandemic. You'll notice a different setting. The quality may be a little poorer. I'm shooting this on a laptop from home instead of on a video camera at work. And also you'll notice I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm not reading anything, so I don't need them, and they create a very bad reflection under my home conditions. So that aside, question number 2 I was asked was, should we remove the public resource officers from the schools? I would answer that the way I would answer any question if I'm elected to the board, which is, let's weigh the costs and the benefits. School resource or public resource officers, being uniformed law enforcement officers assigned to schools, have been around for a long time, and the studies have primarily shown that they actually do more harm than good. They don't make the schools any safer. Schools that have resource officers have more violent crime. They have never stopped a shooter. That is to say, all of the shootings that have occurred have been stopped by other means, even when armed officers were present, such as Parkland. And scores go down. The schools that have a uniformed officer have around a 1.7% lower graduation rate across the nation. That said, Florida requires that we have that we have armed officers protecting the school property and personnel. At least one officer per school. And they provide you with 4 options. It is either a deal with your local law enforcement agency, or a individual officer who is employed by the school but is a law enforcement officer, or an employee of the school who volunteers for special training or is hired specifically for that position, or you can contract with a private security agency. Those are your choices. Not having anyone, having an unarmed conflict mediator are not options. So, given those 4 choices, I would love to look into what is the best use of our resources. Having a uniformed officer is not a good use of resources. It doesn't provide for the best opportunity for our students. So I would look into what options we can have, perhaps for a non-uniformed officer or an employee who is trained and armed, but who is a counselor more than an officer, because an officer has one tool in their belt at the end of the day, and that is the power of arrest. And students who go to school with the possibility of getting arrested do not perform as well. Specifically, minority students dramatically drop in performance when an armed officer is assigned to the school. And statistically, armed officers cause more arrests and expulsions at schools than when there isn't one. So I would find an alternative to still meet the requirements of the law, to still have an armed presence at the school, but to do so in a way that diminishes the harm that is caused by the current system. Thank you.